put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Goes 3. Chargers, nothing.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's good.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Down to the 25. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score, the Broncos 10, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions, but he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready to look for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Broncos 24. Chargers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
3rd down.
Herbert now. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Herbert.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and goal. Chargers.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing his lock on third down. He completes this to Sutton. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Locke now on first down.
Ooh.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Locke escaping, and he's going to go down again. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
For the extra point.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. first down, it's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
7 yards. It's second down.
On second down, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4 and on second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating for the gun. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every time.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the Broncos' 6-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. They'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
the Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
it's 4th down.
Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th.
Yeah, you know that
they'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line's got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
Block now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrated, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
For the Broncos field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now Herbert following the turnover. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here is Eckler. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. Today, Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Defensively, stuff to take a look at on film.
They're going to fix them and continue to get better.
Yeah, go do that.
But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, the early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
on my birthday, mom, and that cake. Just like that. Yeah, my kids was thinking I was born weak or something. I ain't sure. They married guys like that. And now you think that it's hot. You better go find you another job.
I ain't buying shit, mother. I ain't buying shit.
And they got they started working grown people. I want to still have to you see my mom used to say I want to make my way.
I know young sucks. I know young sucks. I know young sucks. I was shooting down.
Okay. You're right. That was. But they might well still mind it, so they might come and do hope for it. I'll just be 39 this year. I mean 38. Hang on. 38. Yeah, I'm trying to make myself go up. We'll be 39. I'll be 38 this year. God, yeah, you will be thinking about this shit once a month. I tell people that they come out. And I tell people how my mother is. I tell you can't tell her that.